Many English learners feel frustrated because people don't understand them, even though their grammar is correct. This usually isn't a vocabulary or grammar problem, it's a pronunciation and stress issue. Today we're going to explain why sounding clear in English is more about how you say words than which words you use.
That's right, Emma. English is a stress-timed language, not a syllable-timed one. This means some words are strong and clear, while others are weak and fast. Learners who pronounce every word equally often sound robotic or confusing. Understanding stress changes everything.
Let's start with word stress. In English, one syllable is usually stressed more than others. If you stress the wrong syllable, the word may sound unfamiliar to native speakers. For example, saying present instead of present can confuse listeners.
Exactly, and this happens even with common words. Native speakers expect a certain rhythm. When the rhythm is wrong, their brain works harder to understand you. That's why pronunciation matters more than accent.
Now let's talk about sentence stress. Not every word in a sentence is equally important. Content words like nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs are stressed. Function words like to, for, of, and the are usually weak.
For example, in the sentence, I want to learn English quickly, the stress falls on want, learn, English, and quickly. The other words are reduced and spoken faster. This creates natural flow and clarity.
Many learners pronounce every word clearly because that's how they learned in school. But real English doesn't work that way. Reducing weak words actually makes your speech easier to understand, not harder. This is a key mindset shift.
Yes, and reduction includes sounds like to becoming ta and for becoming fur. Native speakers do this unconsciously. When learners copy this pattern, their English instantly sounds more natural.
Let's move to intonation, which is the rise and fall of your voice. Intonation shows emotion, intention, and meaning. Without it, English sounds flat and unnatural. Intonation helps listeners understand how you feel, not just what you say.
For example, saying "you're coming" with a falling tone sounds like a statement. Saying it with a rising tone sounds like a question. The words are the same, but the meaning changes completely.
This is why learners are sometimes misunderstood, even when their sentence is correct. Intonation carries hidden information. It tells the listener if you're confident, unsure, polite, or surprised.
Another common issue is ending every sentence with a rising tone. This can make you sound unsure or hesitant. Native speakers usually use falling tones for statements and rising tones for yes-no questions.
Let's also talk about connected speech. In natural English, words connect together. Sounds change, disappear, or blend. This is why spoken English sounds fast to learners.
For example, next week often sounds like next week. Want to becomes wanna. These changes are normal and expected. Learning them helps both listening and speaking.
Listening practice is essential here. You need to hear real English, not textbook recordings only. Podcasts, interviews, and conversations expose you to natural rhythm and sound patterns.
Shadowing is one of the best techniques for this. Listen to a short sentence, pause, and repeat it exactly as you hear it. Focus on stress, rhythm, and intonation, not individual words.
Don't rush shadowing. Slow repetition trains your mouth muscles and your brain together. Over time, your pronunciation becomes automatic, not forced.
Recording yourself is another powerful tool. When you listen back, you'll hear stress and intonation issues clearly. This awareness is the first step to improvement.
Many learners avoid recording because they dislike their voice, but discomfort means growth. Every confident speaker once sounded uncomfortable too.
Let's discuss clarity versus accent. You don't need an American or British accent. You need clear stress, rhythm, and pronunciation. Accent is personal. Clarity is essential.
Native speakers understand many accents easily as long as pronunciation patterns are clear. Focus on being understood, not sounding perfect. This reduces pressure and builds confidence.
Another important area is vowel sounds. English vowels are tricky and often cause misunderstandings. Small differences can change meaning completely, like ship and sheep.
Practice minimal pairs helps here. Listen to two similar words and repeat them carefully. Over time, your ear becomes more sensitive to sound differences.
Consonant endings also matter. Many learners drop final sounds, which makes speech unclear. Pronouncing word endings improves comprehension instantly.
For example, worked, lived, and watched all have different ending sounds. These endings show tense and meaning. Ignoring them can confuse listeners.
Let's talk about pacing. Speaking too fast or too slow affects clarity. Natural English has pauses. Pauses give listeners time to process your message.
Pausing also makes you sound confident. Silence is not weakness, it's a communication tool.
Breathing plays a role too. Good breathing supports clear speech and strong intonation. Speaking from your chest, not your throat, improves sound quality.
Another tip is exaggeration during practice. Overstress words and intonation when practicing alone. When you speak normally, it balances out.
This is similar to athletes training harder than real competition. Overpractice builds control and confidence.
Daily pronunciation practice doesn't need to be long. 10 focused minutes is enough if you're consistent. Consistency builds muscle memory.
Choose one area per day. Stress, intonation, vowels, or connected speech. Small focus leads to big improvement.
Let's connect this to confidence. When people understand you easily, your confidence grows naturally. Pronunciation improvement leads directly to speaking confidence.
And confidence improves pronunciation even more. It's a positive cycle. This is why pronunciation is not just technical, it's psychological.
Don't compare your pronunciation journey to others. Everyone improves at a different pace. Focus on clarity and progress.
Celebrate small wins like being understood on the first try. These moments matter and motivate continued practice.
Remember, pronunciation is not memorization, it's habit formation. Habits form through repetition and awareness.
Your goal is not to think about pronunciation while speaking. Your goal is automatic, natural sound patterns.
This takes time, but it's achievable for everyone. Adults can learn pronunciation effectively with the right approach.
The key is listening actively, copying accurately, and practicing consistently. No shortcuts, but no magic required either.
If you improve stress, intonation, and connected speech, people will understand you better even if your grammar isn't perfect.
And that's real communication. Being understood is more important than being correct.
In the next episode, we'll focus on listening skills and how to understand fast native speech without subtitles.
That episode will connect perfectly with today's topic and help you complete the fluency puzzle.
Until then, listen carefully, speak consciously, and practice rhythm every day.
Clear English is powerful English, and you are closer to it than you think.